Ye Xian, the daughter of Ye Group, has been the jewel of her parents since she was a child. She also has two rich and handsome brothers who spoil their sisters. Brother Ye Chang, a cardiologist. The second brother, Ye Xian, is heir to the Ye family, but in order to pursue her love, she gave up everything and disguised herself as a man. Mixed into the men's group, harder clover men's group, forced into four-leaf clover. She's just the evil daughter in the novel. The person she likes is someone else's male lead, and she's just a female match whose dreams are shattered. And all vicious female matches are doomed to a miserable end. In the end, she was bullied to death and chose to stand here to end her life. I tore apart this dream, even though it's also reality. I didn't realize that I crossed over into this vicious female match. I'm in such a good position. Why do I have to steal a man from the female lead? I don't want a man. I want a career. So I decided to grovel and stay by his side. Mr. Bo, is the strength okay? To curry favor with Bo Tingshen, the book's top big brother, to get resources to work hard. Then Mr. Bo, can you arrange more resources for me? And he looked at me and asked me if I had anything else to say. I responded awkwardly, as if there wasn't. I stopped me with one hand. He stared at me and said I was heartless. I wanted to secure the C position in the male group by strength on the big brother. But this result, what's going on? But big brother seems to be craving my body. See how the evil female supporting team captures big brother with their sand sculpture and goes to the top stream road. Here at the Jintai Hotel, I was kicked down hard by a foot. I fell off the bed and could only fall on the ground miserably. I touched my head. Which turtle kicked me? It hurts so much. A stocky man came towards me. He clenched his fists. He's staring at me. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? I've met an exhibitionist. He scolded me. Ye Xian, are you crazy? How dare you sneak into my room and drug me? Chion will never like men in my life, let alone disgusting men like you. I have 10,000 ways to make you lose your job in the entertainment industry. Chion isn't that the name of the hero of the book I read last night? The one who favors me with a haughty shadow emperor. In it, Ye Xian, who has the same name as me, is the evil female supporting character who disguises herself as a man in order to get close to the star male lead. Thinking back to that book, did I wear a book? I'm wearing a book, and I'm wearing a vicious female character. Ye Xian, he pointed at the door. Why don't you get lost? Are you waiting for me to call the police? I was directly shocked. Don't call the police. I'll leave right away. But where are my clothes? Forget it. I'll just wear it for now. I don't know, this dress has ruined me. I put on my clothes. If I stay here any longer, Jian Wenza will fight with me. Finally, I closed the door and fled from here. Jian Wenza's face was flushed. Luckily, he didn't go through with it and climbed into my bed. There is to pounce on the ground. It seems that the effect of the drug came up. He took out his mobile phone again, ready to contact others to save him. Brother, I've been drugged. I'm at the Jintai Hotel, room 3221. The shop of Jintai Hotel is full of reporters. They are talking about it. This material is really fake. Jian Wenza is not only a first-line traffic, but also the second young master of the Bo family. If Ye Xian drugged him, she wouldn't be afraid that a Mr. Bo would skin him. Maybe it's just a matter of lust. Anyway, Ye Xian has been adopted for a long time. I hid behind the door and eavesdropped. The reputation is so bad. I don't care about this. Why are there reporters at the front and back doors? Did the news get out? What can I do? If a reporter takes a picture of me now, my star, my future life, will be completely ruined. It'll be a disaster. A sanitation lady appeared beside me, pushing her cart. I thought of a way out too. It seemed the only way out was desperate. The journalists were still staring at the door, squatting for most of the night, but there was still no movement, and I was already hiding behind the car, slowly slipping away. I was clutching my clothes. I couldn't be seen. No one could see me, so I closed my eyes. At this time, just a reporter saw the sanitation ant. You look over there. That is not Ye Xian. You go over to see. What if it's him? After they finished, they came my way. It's over. I can't be caught. I flung myself to the side. I looked at the car that stopped in front of me. There's a way out. When the driver opened the door and called out to a Mr. Bo, I jumped into the back seat of the car with a swish and closed the door directly to prevent the press from noticing. The driver stood with a puzzled look on his face, then immediately knocked on the glass. Who are you? Come down quickly, shouting to Mr. Bo under his breath. I jumped too fast and accidentally bumped into the man's bike. I closed my eyes and rubbed my sore head. Sir, can I trouble you to give me a lift? As long as I get out of the Jintai Hotel, I'll pay whatever it takes. When I opened my eyes, I realized something was wrong. This clear and handsome face, and this intimidating aura. How come I don't remember this character from Aloof Shadow Emperor spoils me alone? Seeing that it didn't respond, I continued to call out to him. He looked at the number of my clothes. He called Ye Xian's name and looked at me. I was also curious about him. Do you know me? The driver opened the door and pointed at me. Isn't this Ye Xian? Mr. Bo. He's the one who drugged the second young master. I was shocked. Mr. Bo, are you Bo Tingshen? It's over. I've gone to the enemy camp for help. Bo Tingshen, the youngest master of the Bo family, Xian Wenzi's elder brother, the top big brother of the whole book. He's the one who killed Ye Xian. I had to get out of there, or I'd die a horrible death. I jumped out of the car. I jumped into the river without hesitation. The driver is watching from the bank. This guy is too strange. Mr. Bo, should we send someone to arrest him? Bo Tingshen's face is gloomy. Don't worry about him. Go find Evening Z. Ye Xian, the titular Golden Eagle Award film queen. Let's congratulate the 23rd Golden Eagle Award, the Best Actress winner Ye Xian. Once again, congratulations to all the winners tonight. Please take a short break off stage. Who the hell is trying to hurt me? A foot stepped on my skirt. I realized something was wrong. Then I fell over in front of it. Was it my nemesis Rom or Fang Meyer? But none of that matters now. I swam to the shore. The most important thing is that I fell from the stage and was actually dressed as Ye Xian, the vicious female counterpart of the same name. In the arrogant Shadow Emperor spoils me alone. When the two men on the shore saw me climb up, they were so scared that they immediately fled the place. This look is so ugly that I can't bear to look at it. No wonder I scared away a group of tourists. When I came out of the water just now, looking at myself in the mirror, it's so ugly. I have to take it off quickly. I wiped my face and looked at myself again. Ye Xian's such a good base. Short hair teenagers like Jade. Long hair delicate and moving. How can not want to put death smoking makeup it? Original main memory. Xian Wenzi, I like you. Xian Wenzi refused me. I can't possibly like you like this. I blushed and continued to ask him. Then what kind do you like? I can change anything. He pointed to the advert above the shop to understand. Like this? Can you turn into it? This is ridiculous. A waste of such a good face. But this Ye Xian has done a lot of stupid things for Xian Wenzi. In the end, he even angered Xian Wenzi by framing the Wu Yue and was forced to fall to his death by his brother Bo Ting. Now that I've become the Ye Xian in the book, I can't end up in such a miserable situation. I have to change my fate. I want to change my fate. I'm going to stay away from men and work hard. I'll shoot films and adverts, collect trophies, and become a star in the entertainment industry again. In my last life, I won the Best Actress at the Academy Awards. In this life, I'll try to win the Best Actor. I took the scissors. Since I've made up my mind, I have to start from the beginning. With a few clicks, I cut off my long hair. I turned it into short hair and became a different version of myself. I took a towel and wiped my hair. Looking at myself in the mirror, I finally got my hair done. I picked up my mobile phone and went on Weibo to check Ye Xian's situation. In the book, Ye Xian's family is rich. In order to follow the star, she let her family smashed a lot of money and sent the female disguised as a man into the male group where Xian Evening Z is from. The other three members of four have 30 million followers. The most popular one is Xian Wenzi. The other to have 20 million, and I only have 3 million. This original owner is also too miserable. But it doesn't matter. From today onwards, I'm going to transform. I'll start by capturing fans on Weibo. Luckily, the original owner's face is able to handle it, so it's not a hell of a start. The netizens have fallen in love with me since I post my photo. Good. I'm sure the fans' outlooks are all based on their facial features. The first step of transformation is to turn love brain into career heart. Strength is the first element to hit the face. I'll look at my itinerary first. My itinerary is blank. Where is my itinerary? Nothing at all. Broker Xian Wenzi here. The mobile phone on the table rang. He picks up the phone. Why is Xian Wenzi's follower calling again? Master Yi, didn't I send you Xian Wenzi's itinerary? What else do you want? I asked him. Brother man, why did you give me Xian Wenzi's itinerary? I want my itinerary. I've just found out that I don't have any itinerary this month. He called me brother man. What's wrong with Ye Xian today? This has never happened before. You just don't have a schedule. I fought for you before. You don't shoot private ads. You don't attend brand-sponsored events. Now people in the industry are afraid to hear your name. No one wants to work with you. I'm sinking when I hear these words. Your reputation is so bad. What can I do to get my resources back? Can I apologize to the advertisers and sponsors? I'm serious this time. I want to get ahead. Xian Wen is at a loss for words. Apologizing should be useless. Ye Xian actually said he wants to get ahead. Is the sun going to rise from the west tomorrow? If you really want to get ahead, the day after tomorrow, the chairman of the Bo Group, a Mr. Bo Yuanshan, will hold his 60th birthday at the Riviera Villa. You may be able to expand your network. Okay, I'll go. I have to go. My company, Starlight Entertainment, is part of the Thing Group, and Mr. Thing's birthday banquet will be filled with stars and big names. I can't possibly miss it, but I have to bring a gift for his birthday. What should I buy for an old man? Right, Ye Xian has a brother who loves her very much. He's a veteran in the business world, so he must know a lot about this. Let's ask him to help. Here at the Fortune Hotel, Mr. Yi, I'm glad you could find the time to meet with me. This is our company's implementation plan for this project. Please take a look. The mobile phone on the table rang. It was me who called. Ye Xian picked up the mobile phone. Little sister actually took the initiative to call me. He immediately got up. Nothing happened again. Right. With that, he left to pick up the phone. The assistant rushed to round up the situation. Mr. Zhang, sorry, our general manager is a bit urgent. The assistant looked over. Just now it should be the call from General Yi's sister. Right. No one on his knows that Yi is a sister controller and puts his sister first in everything. But no one has ever seen his sister. It's really curious. Why are you free to see me today? Did you get into trouble again? You can't curse me like that. I'm fine. I just have a favor to ask you. I'm going to Elder Bo's birthday the day after tomorrow. I don't know what to give him. Can you help me pick a gift? Brother agreed. No problem. I'll pick one and mail it to you. Thank you. Second brother, the weather has turned cold recently. Second brother remembered to add more clothes to socialize and drink less wine. It's not good for your health. I'm a bit sleepy. Second brother looks shy. You are concerned, but the other side has already hung up the phone. Oh my god, Xiao Yi actually knows that he cares about me. But wait, Master Bo's birthday isn't Elder Bo Jiang Wen's grandfather. It's because of that brat Jiang Wen's that he's trying to coax me again. The Bo family is celebrating their birthday. Right, let's see how I can give them a big present. The old man celebrated his 60th birthday and invited an international superstar to the banquet. It's reported that the man in charge of Bo's group is officially back and will announce big news at the birthday banquet. Mr. Bo is so young and talented. They came here today to see him in action. Lin Yan is famous for being a member of a boy band, and his concert tickets were snapped up and sold out. He's so popular that he's still willing to come back in the middle of the day to attend Bo Dong's banquet. Don't make fun of me. Lychee's primetime variety show. You dare to come back after half of the show. What wouldn't I dare to do? Carrie said that's a must. Bo Tingshen's return to China. How can I be missing this lapdog? All those who came to the birthday banquet today want to see Mr. Bo. After all, he's the top leader. Jiang Wen's walked towards the front with exquisite dressing. It seems that you guys have a lot of news channels, and you've actually all come? Why didn't that you follower come along? Usually wherever the captain appears, he's right behind him. The captain's face changed instantly. Shut up. No one is allowed to mention him. At this point the little beauties reddened their cheeks. The boy's features were so delicate. Was it from the circle? Sure enough, Ye Xian shines. Purple eyes deep and seductive. Casual wear more handsome? The young boys were stunned. The man's looks and temperament seemed to be in for a tough fight. She's actually heading towards the four boys. A couple of handsome guys standing together. Seems quite eye-catching. Little Carrie is a little upset. Why is he coming towards us? Is he here to pick a fight? Jiang Wen's suddenly recalled the night. Could it be the boy who drugged him? Ye Xian walked up to them and happily greeted the handsome guys. You guys are really early. Carrie instantly exploded open. How is this voice so familiar? Could you be Ye Xian? She had a look of looking at a fool. Who would she be if she wasn't Ye Xian? But what about your smoky makeup and long hair? Are you under some kind of stress? Ye Xian said that hair is messy, very unpleasant to the eye, and cut it. Now not popular little puppy. Although she acted calmly, it was still so embarrassing to see Jiang Wen's again. Inevitably, he would recall the embarrassing scene when he had just crossed over, when he was drugged by his original body. But in the past few days, he hasn't approached me or called the police, so why don't I take the initiative to reconcile? After figuring this out, Ye Xian extended his hand to him and greeted the captain cordially. Jiang Wen's face was gloomy. She suddenly changed her head and appearance. I don't know what trick she was playing again. Inside the opulent hall, the crowd shouted, "Coming, coming, coming, the president is coming." Take the lead with pitch black leather shoes, polished to a shine. Then the big president appeared handsomely. His plain eyes hid a sharpness that dared the crowd to relax their vigilance. The beauties said that they haven't seen him for 2 years, but he's still so handsome, and the starfield won't be in turmoil now. The beauties are happy, but Ye Xian is worried. This top big brother should not hold a grudge. If he recognizes that I've drugged him, will he just kick me out? The words that filled her mind made her expect that the big man would ignore her. But what's meant to be is meant to be, and the superstar walks up to her and softly calls out to Ye Xian. Did it put radar on me? I've completely changed my face, and he recognized me right away. She could only fondly shake back the past. Mr. Bo has long heard of you. Welcome back to the country, warmly welcome. Only her hands were shaking slightly, and inside she kept shouting that it was over. Having been in the entertainment industry for many years, and having been involved in all kinds of relationships, I know what this grip means. Jian Wanza doesn't think so. She is afraid that she wants to use this to pull us closer. Really, the dog can't change to each it. At this point, he hastily reminded Big Brother that Grandpa was still waiting for us in the room. After the Big Brother immediately dodged away, Ye Xian then secretly breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, did not drive me away. Carrie was suspicious of her. You're doing it on purpose. Shaking the president's hand for such a long time, she explains that she's too nervous, but in reality, he is holding on to her with a firm grip. Of course, she still has one more question. Does Mr. Bo especially love this brother? Bo Tingshen was always abroad, and the original body had no interaction with him, so there was no shadow of him in her memory. The team was exceptionally sure that the captain could not have achieved what he did today without the support of Mr. Bo. How can she tell these things when she doesn't even know the news? When Master Bo didn't accept the captain's life, it was the president's approval that led him to send someone to take the captain into his home. The Bo family, a three-generation celebrity with over $1 billion, does not want any of their children or grandchildren to be involved in the entertainment industry, and is also the president's. In fact, Jian Wanza's life was introduced in the original story. He was the illegitimate son of the old master, who was drunk and disorderly. Then will he retaliate against me for pestering Jian Wanza? The man was about to say something else, but was suddenly interrupted by his companion. You followers can't be reformed. It's just a new ploy to attract the captain. Ye Xian angrily kicked over. Don't you still have the gold master behind you? Carrie was in pain. How dare you kick me? You're dead. Don't you know that? She kicked her again. You're the one who's always calling me a follower. Suddenly, a voice came from behind them, and all three of them frowned in place. Carrie seemed to see a savior and quickly turned his head to the side to greet. Sister Jin Shu, you're here. Ye Xian couldn't help but think about this name. Sister Jin Shu, could she be Chan Jin Shu, the original female third, Jian Wanza's fiancée? On the surface understanding, but actually love brain. At that time, the original body remembered that she had set herself up with Jian Wanza. But in reality, her heart was incomparably vicious. She thinks he won't rebel against marriage, but she's upset that I'm going too slow. If the rice is cooked, a good man like Latzy won't shirk his responsibility. The last time the original drugged him, she was the one who instigated the idea. She loves to reap the benefits. Her eyebrows furrowed slightly. Although the man looked like a boy, he gave her an uncomfortable feeling. Sure enough, even she didn't recognize her. She's Jian Wanzi's follower. The beauty suddenly frowned for a moment, not expecting that this little puppy is actually Ye Xian. You've changed a lot, really didn't see it. Is your change due to the president returning to the country? Chan Jin Shu encouraged the original body to draw Jian Wanza, and those reporters before and after the hotel were also found by her. She was still remembering things when she realized that the beautiful woman had actually seen her brother. Ye Xian hurriedly waved his hand to the crowd. I still have something to do. You guys chat first. Isn't this healer very chatty? What's wrong with him today? He's just a brainless, stupid gay guy who only knows how to chase after knights, and he's pretending to be something he's not by changing his skin. It seems Ye Xian didn't want to escape, but found the famous director Zhang to get acquainted with him. She immediately introduced herself by name and wanted to talk about your next play. Director Zhang's look was a bit shocked that this bright and shiny young meat was Ye Xian, but he didn't want to talk to her too much. After all, this one had more black history than anyone else. Ye Xian didn't succeed this time, so he put his eyes on producer Liu. I saw her hurrying up to him again, but the producer's look of impatience was actually evident. Before she could ask for cooperation, a man fled in a hurry. At this instant, Ye Xian felt frustrated, and at the same time deeply understood that the reputation of the original body in the circle actually really poured to such a point that just hearing the name fell away. The banquet will begin shortly. Please take your seats, honored guests and friends of the media. Bo just walked onto the stage before speaking. The bottom of a gasp sounded. While Bo is so handsome, the reserved man did not respond, and his thin voice slowly rang out. Welcome, everyone. It's a status symbol that the luxury banquet is held on the top floor of the hotel. A man is like a son of God. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for coming to my grandpa's birthday. Ye Xian couldn't help but look up. How could there be such a perfect man in the world? And the voice is mellow and low, with an intriguing magnetic quality. It's a voice so good it makes you want to go to sleep, which is obviously what she thinks and does. The man was on stage delivering the same old speech, and after scanning the room, he actually looked at one spot. I only saw Ye Xian leaning against the back of the chair and sleeping soundly, but this guy dared to downsie off openly. Someone had a conscience and woke her up. Yeah, you're a pig. Get up. You've got a lot of guts. The president is giving a speech up there and you're sleeping in the front row. But they can't go back yet. There's a dinner party in addition to this one. Naturally, for the captain's sake, Chairman Bo invited us to a family dinner. Inside the Bo family banquet hall, everyone is seated and waiting for the head of the family to speak. Master Bo politely extends his hand. Today is a family banquet. No need to be formal. Jiang Jinshu suddenly stood up. Grandpa Bo, today is your 60th birthday. I have prepared a small gift for you. At that moment, two attendants came forward with a gift, and the huge gift startled the old man. She wasn't waiting at the moment and quickly walked over to reveal to the crowd that it's actually a valuable oil painting. Sister Shu is really ingenious and chooses such a unique gift. The beautiful woman covered her mouth in surprise. This superb painting, at first glance, it is very expensive. It's the chairman of the famous Painters Association, Ha Huo's handwriting. It's not a small gift. Ye Xian, who was eating food furiously, was shaken by the tiger's torso, and Sha Huowan, who was not the original mother. Jiang Jinshu smiled proudly. As long as she could win a smile from Grandpa Bo, it would be worth it. The main mother of the Bo family threw her an appreciative glance. You're too kind. This painting cost a lot of money, didn't it? She said it's not much, 20 million only. Mainly this is not spend money to buy it. As soon as her words left her mouth, a fork banged to the ground. Isn't this famous painting of spring and autumn still hanging in the hall of my house? And it's a love token from his mother to his father. How could she sell it? But no one could understand her mind, and this act was hardened to be regarded as attracting attention. Jiang Jinshu was very excited to win the first prize, but only asked her friendly questions and didn't give her a hard time. But in her mind, she's trying to make me look bad by asking, and I'm not going to do what she wants. Master Bo is very interested in this matter. The little one is so young. Does he know anything about painting appreciation? Jiang Wanzhong wanted to speak out to stop him, but he was interrupted by a voice from the side. It's a good painting, but it's a fake. Miss Chen's $20 million will go down the drain. There was a lot of talk at the dinner. Really fake? Was it a fake? Jean Beauty held back her foul mouth. Don't judge freely if you don't understand. Treat art with respect. It's because I know how to respect art that I'm pointing it out. Or else keep it to fake it. Spring and Autumn is one of Sha Huowan's works, which was only shown once in 2008 at the Imperial Link and Treasure Garden. But anyone who saw that exhibition knows that there is a dark shadow in the upper right of the painting. In fact, this drop of shadow is the original body as a child to take the candle on the ground to go. This painting was meant for love, and this drop of darkness is quite significant. Obviously, Beauty Yi didn't believe it at all. How old were you in 2008? How could you have been to that exhibition? Mother Bo has some impression. I remember Grandma took Tingshen there at the time. Do you still remember? The big man deserves to be called a big man. He doesn't say a word of superfluous nonsense. Ye Xian looked at him and praised him again and again. Starting to go to this kind of elegant place at such a young age. Sure enough, the top bigwigs are as shy as gold. Warm lips spit out cold words. Don't remember? The president has been known as a genius since he was a child. Anything that even he can remember surely doesn't exist. Even Jiang Wanzi doesn't believe it. Ye Xian, aren't you ashamed enough? Come back with me.